Welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, about the NBA 2024-2025 standings week 3, where the last week was played the week 3 in the NBA 2024-2025 season, and where there was a very great week because we had there were a lot of very great games played, and there were a lot of changes in the NBA standings. So, like the last two videos, I'm going to talk about how both standings are in the Eastern and Western Conference through our 3 weeks of week. So, sorry, through our 3 weeks of games. So let's start with the Eastern Conference, where in the Eastern Conference are leading by the Cavaliers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, for a back-to-back week where they are undefeated. They are in this moment the best team because they have a record of 11-0. This is amazing because in the beginning of the season, I never thought that they were going to be undefeated. They are in this moment the best team, and the Cavaliers are the 12th NBA team in the history to start a season 11-0. But until this moment, I think that in this moment the team to beat are the Boston Celtics, and in this moment they are in the second set with the record the 9-2, and I think that in this moment they are better team than the Cavaliers, but the Cavaliers are having a tremendous season. And something where is that the Cavaliers and the Celtics are the only two teams in the Eastern Conference that they have a they have a positive record or a record above 500, and this is great because these two of the best team in the league in this moment. So this is great because these two teams are tremendous team, and in the tier place are the Indiana Pacers. They have a record of 5-5, and they have a record of 500. But you can see here that there is 4 games difference between the second place and the third place are the Pacers, and you can see here from the Orlando Magic to the Toronto Raptors, all the rest of the Eastern teams have a record behind under 500, and they also there are 13 teams in the Eastern Conference. They have a negative record, and this is weird because it looks like that the Western teams are better than the Eastern teams. You can see here that in this moment the Orlando Magic are in the fourth place with the record of 5-6, and the Miami Heat are in the sixth set with the record of 5-4, and the Brooklyn Nets, the Hornets, and the Bulls are tied in the seventh place with the record of 4-6. Of course, that in this moment you can see here that it's very close because there is still early in the season, and there is just 3 weeks of games. But you can see here that in the next week we are gonna to see that each team is gonna to increase the difference between each team. So in the 10th place are tied the Detroit Lions alongside the Atlanta Hawks. This is very great for the Detroit Lions because remember that in the last three seasons they have been the worst team, and they are playing a very great basketball. This is great for them. The Washington Wizards are in the 12th place. This is great, but something very weird is that the 76ers and the Bucks are playing a very bad basketball, and they are two out of the 3 worst team in this conference. It's very weird, where I think that the 76ers alongside the Bucks are gonna to react for this, and they are gonna to start to win more games, and they are gonna to compete to minimum to enter to the play-in or to qualify to the playoff, because you can see here that from the number 3, the Pacers, to the number 14, the other box, there is just 3 games or 4 games difference, so everything can happen. For example, the 76er or the Bucks can have a very great week this week, or in this week and the next week, and the Indiana Pacers and the rest of the teams that are in the first places can have a bad week, and everything can change. And the worst team in this moment are the Toronto Raptors, and I think that the most probably they're going to finish with the worst record. But I think that the 76ers and the Bucks, even that they are starting very bad, they're going to recover, and they're going to fight to enter to the play-in minimum or to the playoffs. And in the Western Conference, the best conference in this moment, you can see here there are 3 teams that are tied in the first place, are the Golden State Warriors, the Phoenix Suns, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 3 teams have a record of 8-2. For me, surprise are the Warriors, because I didn't expect that they were going to have this very great performance in the beginning of the season. But this is great for them because they're play Steve Curry, and this is amazing. But I think that in this moment, if you ask me, I think that the Suns and the Thunders in this moment are the two best teams in the league. The Thunder because they had a very young team, and the Suns because they have a Kevin Durant that I think he's injured, and the most probably he's gonna to miss a lot of games. So this is amazing because these two teams are tight. In the fourth place are the Denver Nuggets. They have a record of 7-3, and they have five straight victories. Remember that in the first 2 weeks they were battling a lot, but in this week they play a tremendous game. They have 5 consecutive victories, and they escalate to the fourth place. In the fifth place are the Memphis Grizzlies with a record of 7-4, and they have 3 straight victories. That the last week they defeated my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers, they are in the sixth place with a record of 6-4. I think that in the last week they were in this same position where the Lakers play in the last week. They finish a 5 road game trip where they finish with a record of 1-4. They play a very bad basketball, to be honest. But in home they have a record of 5-0, and for that reason they are in the 6-6, where the Lakers look like that they are going to be very 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 aggressive and very great and very favorite playing in home. But they need to improve when they are going to play in the road, but to start to won more games. And to how I told you in the last videos, I think that the Lakers need to focus in 2 things to win more games: to play better defense, to make more 3 points, to score more 3 points, and to the role players can help LeBron James and Anthony Davis to win more games. The Los Angeles Clippers are in the 7th place. They have the same record as the Lakers, the Timberwolves, and the Rockets and the Kings. These 5 teams are tied in the 6th place alongside the Lakers and the Mavericks. They have that back-to-back losses. They are in the 11th place. The San Antonio Spurs are in the 12th place with a record of 4-6. Unfortunately, his head coach Greg Popovich he had some healthy problems, and he has been with the team in the last 2 weeks. So let's see that he can recover very well and he can return to train the team. The Pelicans, that is a surprise because they are in the 15th place with a record of 3-7, and they have 4 consecutive losses. I don't know what is happening there, but I thought that they were going to fight in the first places. And the Trailblazers and the Utah Jazz, that in this moment are the 2 worst teams, and I think that they are not going to compete to enter to the play-in or playoff, because I think that they are the worst team in the league. And the Utah Jazz, that the last week they won the first game of the season, because in the first 2 weeks they hadn't won any game. So you can see here that this conference is very close, because you can see here that from the first place, the Warriors, to the 11th place, there is just only 3 games difference. So everything can happen this week, where maybe the Mavericks, the Kings, or even the Spurs can have a great week, and the Warriors, Suns, or Thunder can have a bad week, and the Warriors, Suns, or Thunder can down more position, and the Kings, the Mavericks, and Spurs can escalate more position. But you can see here that it's very close, this situation. So in this video, I talk about the how are the NBA standings are throughout 3 weeks of games in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, where you can see here that in this moment in the Eastern Conference they have the best team, the Cavaliers, with a record 11-0, and the second best team, the Boston Celtics, the reigning champion team, with a record of 9-2. But the best conference in this moment are the West Conference, where there are 10 teams that have a record of about 500. So if you like this video, or if you have any comment or suggestion, you can let me one comment here in my Substack blog, or any of my Spotify or YouTube channel. So this is all for today. See you next video. Gibran.